pen, I'm learning life. My thirst is divine, words inspiring, perfect time, nurtured right. Them man there be learning lines, rehearsing life. Trust me, far from certified. Acting while you sleep, I'm working nights. I want all the ups to feel like that Jurgen guy on Merseyside.
Yes, guys. Yes, people. We're back. Another daily live stream. Another preview. Another game coming up. Hopefully, another win for Graham Potter's Blues. But big up everybody. Smash the like and subscribe button. We're going to go into everything regarding the Villa-Chelsea game. Thoughts on the lineup. Thoughts going into the game based on Chelsea's perspective and Aston Villa's as well. I think there's a lot to delve into and discuss in today's stream. So big up everyone. Hit the like button. I do want to say as well, I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but I've heard from Nick Blue that Strip Bear might have sadly passed away. Send in RIPs anyway and just say rest in peace and everything. But I'm not too sure if it's been confirmed because I think her cousin's using her new account, but like no one's really announced that she's actually passed away. So I don't know yet, but just drop some RIPs in the comment section anyway, just in case. But I haven't confirmed it yet. I don't know. For everyone asking, Strip Bear was one of the regulars on the comments in the comment section over the last year or two. Used to be in a couple different people's streams as well. I'd see her on Monsters. I'd see her on Sadiq's. And yeah, it was always helping out the channels. Always helping out a lot of people. So if it's the case, it's really sad to hear. But I don't know if it's true yet. So I'm not going to be the guy who confirms it. I've heard it from Nick Blue. And apparently her cousin's running her account. But she hasn't said she's passed away either. So I don't know. But drop in your RIPs anyway. Because I'd rather not say it's not happening. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, rest in peace. Because she helped out the channel a lot over the last year and a half. She really did. And it's always sad to hear when someone passes away. But yeah, drop in your RIPs in the comment section. And yeah, let's hope we win on Sunday for her. Let's hope that happens. Because it's also very likely it would too. Big up everyone that's locked in anyway. Smash the like and subscribe button on your way into the stream. Doesn't cost you guys anything, but it helps out the channel. If you guys do want to pay, if you want to donate, drop a super chat. Always helps out the channel, and it also puts you in with a chance of winning a Chelsea away kit, the same kit that we're going to be wearing on Sunday. As it says here, any super chat gets you into the lottery. Anything over £5 gets you 2 tickets or $5 or whatever. I don't really care. If it's got a 5 on it, it'll run. And anything over £10 or $10 or whatever will get you 4 tickets. So yeah, guys want to get involved? Hit the super chat. But yeah, big up everyone in here anyway. AW Designer, Santiago Munoz. Yeah, 2 Santiagos. I thought my head was spinning for a sec. Harrison, big up yourself. Liam Lane. Ilya says Lukaku is coming back. If he comes back, then he really is a flop. Because all he has to do is be mid there. And they'll probably take him for another year. If he comes back, then he has absolutely stunk out Inter Milan. And if that's the case, I don't even want to entertain the prospect of potentially starting him again. Like, I've seen people make the argument that Lukaku would do better in Potter's system, and he would. No, don't sugarcoat it, he would. But he's burnt his bridges way too much. And he'd have to do a lot of apologies that I don't think his ego would be capable of doing. And would the fans even take him back after all of that? I don't think so. Especially if he stinks out Inter Milan. Like, you made this big fuss to leave us, and then you go and be shit in Italy, and then now you want to come back. It wouldn't run. It wouldn't run. I'd be very surprised if he comes back anyway. We're meant to have a verbal agreement over a second year anyway. I don't think it will happen. Henrik Jensen, no, Mount ain't injured. If anything, he should be back for the game tomorrow. I think it was just a precautionary checkup, but it wasn't anything that deep. Big up Noah. Shaq. Yeah, this is like my only downside to the Villa game. Like, if James was fit, I'd be 100% confident that we're going there and getting a result. Even now, it's like only 90%. But we should still be getting a result. This is the easiest game of the month for us. I won't say look down on Villa like that, because I was doing that in the previous streams. That I did my research on them, and they haven't lost their last 4 games. And I think they've only conceded 5 goals in their last 6 games as well. So their problem isn't defensive. They basically sound like Chelsea in the last few weeks of Tuchel, minus like 10 times of the quality. They'll keep possession in midfield. They'll make chances. They'll pass around aimlessly for possessions, for the sake of possession. They'll spam crosses and then they'll get battered in transition. And that's their main issue. They're just very predictable. So I think with us, it will just be a case of, it feels like the Wolves game, where we might be frustrating at the start and we'll make a bunch of chances. We might not put them away, but as soon as we score our first goal, that'll be it. And Villa will just get wiped out. I'm not worried about this sort of game. If we really came out of this match with even a draw, I would be very surprised. Very, very surprised. But I do think it will be a bit harder than we might be giving it credit for. It's not a case that Villa are fucking muddered. They're losing games left, right, and centre, and Gerrard's hanging by a thread. He's hanging by a thread, but Villa aren't losing games like that. They're just not winning. And it's very predictable and boring from a Villa fan's perspective. But we should still be getting a result, regardless. Big up everyone dropping their RIPs for Strip Bear in the comment section. Apparently, it is true. I don't know. I haven't heard confirmation, but I hope it's not true. I really hope it isn't true. Yes, Steve. Steve, I will be going to the game tomorrow. I'm not missing any league games this season. I missed a lot last season because of Don Robbie, but they ain't calling me no more, which means I'm going to more games. So it's all good anyway. But yeah, you guys will see me at a lot more games. It's the European aways that you probably will see me miss. I'm not going to be at Salzburg. Didn't go to Zagreb. Milan, though, you had to go to. And depends who we get in the last 16. Depends. Sadly passed away, from what we've heard. Sadly passed away. Yeah, clicks. This is why I'm not streaming after the football's finished. Because this is the deadest Saturday list of games ever. And respectfully, I don't think a lot of people are going to skip a stream for Fulham v Bournemouth or Wolves v Forest. If it was any top 6 side playing, I probably wouldn't have streamed right now. It is what it is. Aston Villa there for the taking in tomorrow's game and good to go into confidence for Salzburg away. We're not playing Salzburg next, though. It's Brentford. And if anything, the next 2 games are going to be tougher. Brentford are looking mad right now. Manchester United is United. Right now, that's 4th versus 5th. And that'll be big in terms of the top 4 race and everything. But it's about getting a result in these sorts of games. Regardless of how tough Villa might be to break down and everything like that, we should still be fucking smashing them. There's no confidence in that fan base. I don't think there's any confidence in the playing squad. We need to capitalize because we're in good confidence. We're in a good mood right now. I've got belief in a lot of the squad in general. Even if we rotate, we should be capable of getting a result. Show yourselves. It's the first time in ages where I can say I'm confident. So show me why I should be confident. Batter Aston Villa. These are the sort of games where you do that. Bear with me a little sec. I've got a pop-up I need to get rid of. Fucking pissing me off. Right, cool. What else is everyone saying? Save. Cool. Right. Reece James, Kante, Fofana. If these 3 would... We should be smashing them anyway. Doesn't make a difference. Like, Reece James, to be fair, I will take back what I said on Reece James. It will make a bit of a difference losing him. But with that in mind, like, we might as well just play a back 4. Because, like, there's no point sticking to a 5 if we ain't going to have Reece James. Maybe if Cucurella's there, we do it. But even then, we can play him left centre-back and rotate a bit. Kante won't make much of a difference. Like, we've been dominating without him. So it's fine. Fofana, like, he's a good centre-back, but Trevor Chalobah's looked good too. So I'm fine with that. It's a Reece James knockoff that's an issue. As we rely on him way too much. And I still think our creativity might go down a bit as a result of that. But we've still shown under Potter that we can make chances without him. Like the first half of the Wolves game, creativity wasn't our problem. We were making chances. Our finishing was the issue. So even with Reece James's injury, we should be fine. If anything, the biggest issue is we now have to play Aspi a bit more. We now have to maybe play Ruben at wing back a bit more, and it takes more out of our midfield. That's our issue. Big up Nick Blue. You're the one who announced the strip bed passing. So if I'm guessing you know from somebody in that case, but big up yourself. Lewis of Kante can't be fit for 3+1 games or even before recovery. Why is the club even listening to what he wants multiple times? The club isn't listening to what he wants, though. They want to give him a 1+1 deal from what we're hearing, or potentially a 2+1. And I'd be fine with that. Even 2+1, I think, is a bit much, but because it's Kante and everything, I think people would rather see him here than at a rival club. I could be okay with that, as long as you bring in other midfield options and we use him just very sparingly. I think that would be fine. The problem is if you give him this sort of stupid contract, because that just means we got to deal with him for 3 years. 2 years is not the best, but it's fine. Like, I don't mind if we have other options. 3 years, like, if he's declining at this rate, he'll be useless by that 3rd year. He's just there as a mascot. So what's the point? What is the point? And then what's even the point of a +1? Like, you're even going to add that? No, we're not going to take him up on that anyway. If he wants that and he won't take anything else, let him leave in the summer with his head held high, and so he can go off into the sunset and everything, and it'll all be good. All be good. I want to see Dennis Zakaria start. I don't, not right now. Like, I want to see him start a game, but I also don't know what game would be the right one to start him in. Bring him off the bench if we're winning. And then we can see how he plays and decide whether we think he's even worth a start or not. But I'm not throwing him into a start right now. Not right now. Just came off on here because strip player, I'm afraid it's true, she has gone. Rest in peace. That is the case then. Yeah, rest in peace. It is really sad to hear that. Really sad to hear that, because she helped out a lot of channels. And it's always sad to hear whenever somebody passes. I don't know what the cause is or anything. Just hope it was peaceful. But yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Big up Kai. Kai made this fixture needs to be thrown off a building. Why? Do you mean the timing of it? Or what do you mean by that? What do you mean? Let me know. Just get the win tomorrow. Playing well will be good, but the win is more important. But we'll win anyway. Like, I'm not worried about just get a win and leave. I do think we need to win convincingly. We need to play well. If we can't play convincingly against Villa, I would be very surprised. So this isn't one of those games where it's like, just take the 1-0 and bounce, please. I don't care how we do it. No, no, no. Play convincingly. Play well. Dominate them. Send Gerrard out to his P45 in style. No, there's no way we should be thinking just 1-0 and bounce. We should be getting multiple goals. We've won our last 3 games 8-0 on aggregate. We are way better than just a 1-0 win. Way better than that. Mohammed, the whole Bray Wyatt character is just unbelievable. And he keeps leaving us on fucking cliffhangers. It's pissing me off, but this is why wrestling's been so clear since Triple H took over. Do need to bring back the pay-per-view watch-alongs. I really do. I keep saying it, but why did I not do the last one? It was because I need to do a review the next day. That's it. But we'll bring them back. We'll bring them back. I'm 5 minutes behind. Let me scroll through a few of these. Yeah, big up everyone talking about Strip Bear in the comments. Like, she's a great person. Great person who helped out a lot of channels. El Clasico and Man City Liverpool are at the same time, basically. I keep forgetting El Clasico's even on. Last few years, I haven't even noticed that fixture. Hell, I probably won't be watching either of them because I'll be on my way back from Villa. Is what it is. Villa's defense isn't, though. Their defense isn't. They've conceded 5 in their last 6 games. They don't have a shit defense. Like, if anything, it's their attack that's poor. They don't score goals, but they can defend. They can defend. So to me, it's just about how long does it take for us to break them down. That's why I'm saying it's very similar to the Wolves game. Because Wolves, it was frustrating until we scored. As soon as we scored and they had to chase the game and they came out a little bit, the game was done. That's the way I see it. But their defense ain't crap. What else is everybody saying? Trust me, Lewis. We'll see. I hope they are, and I hope we make them look shit. But based off what my research has been saying, it doesn't seem like the defense there is the issue. But you're right. Stats are one thing. Eye test is a completely other thing. They could look like bums on the pitch tomorrow. So take it with a pinch of salt. Everything I'm saying is anything I've researched. I'm not gonna act like I've watched a Villa game this season. No chance. Favorite belt: World Heavyweight Championship or the Blue Universal title, because it's blue. But yeah, one or the other. Who'd you put now at right back? Aspi, Ruben, or Chalobah? If it's right back, I'll put Aspi there. Because he looked good against Wolves. Looked very good. I thought he was helping progress play and attack. Defensively, he wasn't really getting caught out too much. Ruben ain't a right back. Everyone says Chalobah right back, but I've never seen him play there. So to me, I'd go Aspi. And then if we go 5 at the back, rotate, put Ruben in there. That's the way I think it would work. Let Trevor Chalobah just play centre-back and just ball out there, because I think he's much better than people give him credit for. Yeah, he does have a bozo moment every now and then, but he's young and he's inexperienced. Well, not inexperienced, but he's maturing. So I don't mind it because he doesn't have consistent mistakes in games, and I don't think he costs us games either. Well, we haven't lost under Chalobah since he started, so he doesn't cost us anything. So I'm not too fast. Yes, there is the strip bear that used to be on stream, sadly. It is a shame, but I only just found out about an hour ago. Shaq, we'll rotate between the pair of them. Cho tore his ACL what? He ain't even starting, bro. That's bullshit. Favorite match live is Gunther v Sheamus. That match was fucking ridiculous. Fucking crazy. Chalobah can do the Ben White role. What, just get shoved down to right back whenever we need it? I mean, I'm sure he could play well there. I'm not too sure how good he would be progressively from a wider position, but he's been well from a central position, so I'm sure he could translate well there. Cho ghosting in the same Farmers League that Werner is bagging goals and assists for, lol. Doesn't make Werner any better. Doesn't make Cho any better. I don't really know what to make of it. Apparently, Cho looks good without the goals and assists, apparently, but I haven't really watched too much Leverkusen to say. Hey, somebody said it, innit? Someone said it. The Danish Maldini might need to make a return. When they go bust, we'll snipe him back on a free, and we can forget the last year ever happened. Never went to Barcelona. Villa's defense is okay. Their attack is shite, says Miko, which used to mean they defo get points against Charity FC. I'm not. I get that. Not anymore as well, but I'm not worried. Not worried at all. Should still be getting a result. White inverts into midfield at times. Chalobah being a natural midfielder could make him effective in a similar role. Potentially. I thought White would usually stay at right back. I didn't know he dropped centrally, but fair enough. Like, I think Chalobah's played in midfield before. When he was on loan at Lorient or wherever the fuck their name is. But yeah, I think he played DM for them. We've used him as an emergency DM a couple times. That Wolves game where we had 10 players out with a vid. There was one other game too, but I don't remember. And a few behind closed doors matches. So you could see it happen. Yeah, shit, I'm still going stone cold. But Shaq says, how many goals can Oba get for us? Does Oba start this game? Because in the form that he's been in, I don't want to drop him. But you need to rotate regularly with the run of games that we have. So I don't know. You could rotate now because there's tougher games coming up. I think Brentford and Man United are going to be much bigger challenges than Aston Villa are. Or you could let him continue on the run that he's got now. Maybe he gets the opening goal and we sub him off. Do the same thing for Brentford. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see Aubameyang start. Who would you guys want to see in the middle? Let me know in the comments section. Let me know in the comments. Watford, that was the game. Watford. Because someone came off injured. I think it was Ruben. Kante and Kovacic had injuries, and we were trying so hard not to play Jorginho because we were running him into the ground. So, yeah. All right, so let me know what you guys are saying. Aubameyang against Brentford. Oh, not Brentford, Villa. Let me know what you guys are saying. I've seen a few people say they want to see Aubameyang against Brentford. I'm seeing a couple people saying Broja. Nobody's saying Havertz. So big up all of you guys. You lot know ball. Even the King Kai account saying Broja. You all know ball. Big up yourselves. It's taken a while, but we finally got to this point. A lot of people saying Broja though, and I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind. He's been well overdue a start. And like I don't know what to expect from him because I know he's much better on the ball than people give him credit for. His dribbling is very good for his size. In terms of his finishing, I still think he's a bit raw in that regard. I've seen plenty of times where I think he could have had a bit more composure when it comes to the end product. But he's actually young. He's actually inexperienced. So he deserves the time to try and play himself through that and build that composure and grow and get stronger. Because like everyone says, I do see a raw Diego Costa in him. And we do need to give him the opportunities to realize that potential. We haven't started him yet. And he has that Premier League experience that everybody loves and everybody loves to milk. So give him a run out. Give him a run out because that's a very fair point from a lot of you guys. If it's not this game, it'll probably be Brentford. And Brentford will be tougher. Brentford will be a lot tougher. So I think now's the right time to give Broja a start. Please, Potter, I swear if I see Havertz up top. Please, I beg you, don't do it. But I'm seeing a lot of Broja. I like it. Kovac, Jorginho, and Gallagher in midfield. Like Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek have to go straight back into the lineup personally, because they both played well enough that I don't think you should drop them for 2 games. Gallagher goes straight back in. Maybe you go Jorginho, Ruben, and Gallagher. I don't know. Or do you go Kova and then Ruben, Gallagher? I'm not sure. Or maybe you bring Ruben on in the second half and it shores up the defense for us, gives us a bit more steel. I don't know. Yes, that Broja goal, man. It's the little things that I loved about it. Like beating the player 1v1, manipulating and creating your own space for yourself, and a beautiful finesse into the bottom right. But don't see it enough. I do not see it enough. And to like City or Liverpool fans, they'd look at us glorifying that goal and think, it's average, it's normal. But I mean, we rarely have strikers that do that. So it is what it is. Jack, stop it. Okay? Stop it. I'm not going to say anything else, but just stop it. Why can't we see Ubra and Bro? That's not a bad shout. I don't know what formation we play. You could play 5 at the back. We could play 4-3-3. Could play 4-2-2. Maybe Ubra and Broja. And then Gallagher and I don't know, maybe Mount. Gallagher and Mount, and then Jorginho and Ruben. Maybe that would work as a 4-2-2. I don't know. That's a very good point. I didn't really think too much about that. We saw how Broja and Havertz did well when they both came on against West Ham. Wouldn't mind seeing Ubra and Broja together. That's a good shout. But again, we were just talking previously about potentially resting Ubra. Because like I want to see him start game after game after game. We can't do it right now. We can't really do that until February. Because the fixtures are just going to be so packed. So I don't know. But it's a good idea to think about. Everyone's saying pause. Did I say some fuckery? I hope I didn't. Yes, I've been very impressed with Ruben. I think he's looked very comfortable in that deeper role. Even at right wing back, he's starting to understand that role a bit better, and we're starting to see better results out of him. My biggest thing with Ruben is that I never have to give too much energy to him negatively, because he just wants to be a squad player. All he wants to do is be at Chelsea and be a part of the club. He's not demanding to start a lot of games. He's not demanding this much wages or any sort of crap. Guy just wants to be a part of the squad. So the fact I can see this improvement for him, even if it's not major improvement, it's like minimal, he's just looking a bit more confident and comfortable, I'm happy with it. Because those sorts of players you need in your squad. You need players who are happy to sit on the bench, who are happy to get not limited, but less opportunities than starting players. And I think that's great for him. Great for him. We've been crying out for a striker. Now we have one on form. We want to drop him. We have to protect him, though. Because if you overplay the player, he gets fatigued, his form drops, or he gets injured. So you have to rotate. Like, I don't want Aubameyang to be dropped. In an ideal world, I would start him 100%. But I also want him for Brentford. And I want him for Manchester United as well. And you do need to rotate with that in mind. And even straight after that, you got Salzburg in the Champions League. And you still need to play a strong team for that, because we haven't confirmed our passage into the last 16 yet. We're not group winners. We're not anything yet. So you do have to pick a game to rest him. And I think this one's the one that makes the most sense. Yeah, Gabon isn't in the World Cup. Yeah, which is great for when we come back from the World Cup. That's still not going to stop us from potentially overplaying him before that. All it means is we have a fresh Aubameyang when we come back. And that will be invaluable to us. We could see a killer Aubameyang when we come back from the World Cup. But have to see. It doesn't mean anything for the fixtures right now. Yeah, Gallagher's looked a lot better. I don't think it's a case of understanding his position more. Tuchel just misprofiled him. The fact that he saw him as the closest thing to Kante is very worrying, because he isn't. And literally any Crystal Palace fan who spoke about Gallagher said don't play him deep. The deeper you play him, the worse he gets. You have to play him within the final third. And what did we do? We played him in the midfield third. No wonder we weren't getting the best out of him. Potter's playing him a lot further forward, and he looks natural to him. He's beating players for fun. His positional awareness is a lot better. I'm seeing him create chances. He's good for a high press as well, and to win the ball back high up the pitch. He's got a decent finish about him too. He looks brilliant. But it's not because of him understanding his position more. It's because Tuchel misprofiled him. And it is what it is. Yeah, Kante's decline is sad. It is sad. And I hate to see it. But you also have to understand that we are where we are. People saying he's still one of our best players and stuff. He isn't. You have to be available for that, and he's not. Havertz, 75 million experience. Crap. Broja, less than 2 million in experience. Lukaku's performing better. But people wonder why I have such high standards for Havertz. And when he scores a goal in a game, I'm not sitting there thinking, great, brilliant, generational, I've changed my mind. No, I demand a lot. He has to be our best player. He's our second highest transfer in history. I'm not okay with him suddenly looking a bit more consistent. No. You have to be a baller. For 72 million, you have to be a fucking baller. And nothing less. You need the standards. Ravi, yeah, this is the thing. The thing that's more confusing to me is, why do people not want him? I get the attitude problems and everything like that, but everyone said the same thing about Aubameyang. And he's scoring goals, so nobody cares. Kylian Mbappe comes in and he upgrades our squad. Majorly upgrades our squad. And what, we think he's not going to get GNA here? If he's regularly producing goals and assists, nobody's going to give a fuck about his attitude. You put that in the back burner when the player is performing. Like Aubameyang at Arsenal, for example. Yeah, he was a little bit of a prick to deal with at times, but he was banging goals regularly there, so nobody cared. It only became a factor when he wasn't doing it consistently. Then it was like, nah, you need to fix up. Mbappe will come in, he'll bang GNA. We will improve as a result of that. He'll probably bring us a lot closer to being title challengers. I don't know why people wouldn't want him. It is very surprising to me. Tuchel almost ruined Gallagher. I love Tuchel, but he genuinely misprofiled him. Genuinely did. How do you get the best out of Havertz? Sell him. Sell him to Germany, and then you'll get the best out of him. Yeah, well, it won't be here. I'd sell him yesterday. Bunda summer. Same ones wanted Depay over Aubameyang. I would have brought both. I still say that. I would have brought both of them. And I think that would have been great. But yeah, I would have brought both of them. I think his link-up play would have been good for us. He would have been a versatile signing. Like, I'm not going to turn my nose up at Depay either. Remember, half of our attack is still filled with bums. So Depay would come in and he'd improve us. Big up Flawless. Chelsea fans don't... You see what I mean when I say enemies of progress, bro? We have Pulisic, Ziyech, and Havertz in our squad. And a man want to say no to Kylian Mbappe because of attitude problems. Do you lot want us to improve? Genuinely, do you lot want us to improve? That is crazy to me. Crazy. But big up yourself as always. And everyone, check out Prayer for the Ops down in the description below. Give my guy Flawless some love. I think we've gone through everything. I think Josh says the pie's awful. You think that? I don't think he's awful. There's been questions about his consistency, but I don't think he's awful. And especially compared to what we have, I think he'd be good for us. Yes, this is a thing I say a lot. Lukaku PTSD. All the time. Lukaku PTSD. People don't want someone who doesn't fit the system now or anything like that. People don't want someone with attitude problems. And it's like, no one's going to be as bad as Lukaku. No one is going to be as bad as he was. When have you ever seen a player drop an interview on the club that they've gone to 6 months afterwards, talking about a love affair for his former club and how he's going to come back? When does that happen? Never does. Doesn't mean Mbappe would do the same. He ain't going to come here and think, I want to go back to Paris. Messi, wait there, my friend. I'm coming back. I dream of winning Ligue 1 again for another 5 years. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Lukaku was being a baby because he didn't fit Tuchel's system. And fair enough, he didn't. Like I kept saying, the part of him saying he didn't fit Tuchel's system in the interview wasn't my problem. It was the whining and bitching about Inter Milan that was my problem. My fans are saying we have CR7, Elanga, and Rashford Man are saying no to him. That's the thing. That is, at least we both have those sorts of people in our fan base. But enemies of progress, bruv. Enemies of progress. Just because they're better than what we have doesn't mean that they're good. I hope you mean Depay with that and not Mbappe. If you mean Depay, then fair enough. I guess you could have a bit more of a debate. And here's the thing, Josh, I see what you're saying, but he was in the Premier League 8 years ago. He was like, what, 19 then? He is a completely different player to that player now. Like, I would understand it if he was here even 2-3 years ago, but he was literally like a teenager when he went there. I can't judge him off that. Can't. And even then, like, that fucking Louis van Gaal 15-16 team was a sin to football. Like, you talk about Tuchel being possession for possession's sake. There was periods in that Man United season, I'm sure Flawless will say the same thing too, that United side was like watching paint dry. He probably had like one chance a game to deal with at the age of 18, 19. Like, I'm not surprised. We got better. He definitely got better. He definitely did. You're not a fan of Depay either. Okay, you know what? Fair enough then. I still think he's way better than he was at United, but yeesh. Fair enough in that case if you don't rate him. Anything else? Or should I send the link out? Fuck it. We'll send the link out. Yeah, bro. I remember watching some United games that season. Bruv, it was only like 3 or 4. I couldn't after a while. I feel peak for you guys having to watch that every week. But yeah, let me send the link out quick. Yeah, while I'm doing this, as always, hit the likes. Yeah, hit the like, subscribe, drop a super chat. Just while I'm waiting for my old Twitter account to fucking hurry up. When they send the link, I will do the predicted lineup as well. This laptop is fucking slower than 2022 Chelsea, bruv. Fucking hate it, man. Nearly done. Bear with me, guys. Cool. I think that's everyone. I think that is everybody. Yes, guys. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Well, what's everyone saying? What's you guys' thoughts for the Villa game?
I wonder what wild takes we're going to hear today.
I say we play Koulibaly up front, personally, but we move.
Fuck
Dak
it,
just
why not?
disappeared. But yeah, most straightforward result of the month, personally. Shouldn't be losing this. Shouldn't even be making hard work of it, really. It's just a case of when we score first. As soon as that happens, the floodgates open. Scott, what were you saying? What's your thoughts?
This, like you mentioned, this should be an easy game. There's no disrespect to Villa. They just have a garbage manager. Yeah, like it should be straightforward. And like, if we'd have been saying this like previously, we might have had like, it might have been a case like, because we did the same thing I did the same thing with the Southampton game. I said we should be winning this straightforward, and we lost. But yeah,
we get why.
Yeah. But yeah, like it should be an easy win. Like Villa are a decent team, but are in a horrible run of form, and their manager's garbage. We're in a good run of form. Like basically everyone is playing well, or most players are playing well. So yeah, this should be straightforward. Should be being the key phrase.
Exactly, should be, but I don't feel as... Oh, fuck's sake, this is not working. There we go. I don't feel as worried about this as I did in past games. My confidence in the squad is a lot higher. I think even if we rotate a lot, should easily be winning this game by a minimum of 2 goals. Should be keeping a clean sheet as well. The only question is just who do you rotate? Do you keep Aubameyang in the squad? Do you keep Sterling in the squad? Although I think Sterling you could drop a bit more easily because he hasn't been that great over the last few games. Then midfield and speaks for itself. Fucking hell, Dag. I think your internet's a bit laggy, bro.
You sound like a Dalek fan.
Dalek Dag, bro. It's all me.
In terms of rotation, like, I don't know how much rotation is needed because I say you could do more rotation against Brentford personally. Well, actually, I suppose the problem is Brentford are probably the better team, but we're at home, so you'd think that we might be able to get a result a bit better there. But I don't know. Obviously, we're going to have Aspi at right back or right wing back or whatever it is. I want Kukurea starting to be involved. Apart from that, I can kind of take or leave most people that are going to start or might start. Like, I'm kind of happy whoever starts almost.
Yo, just
Yeah,
quickly, can you guys hear me, or is it
yeah,
muffled?
we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, cool.
What
Hello,
were you saying? What are you saying?
Lewis.
Yup.
Sandra,
Who's
what you
that?
saying?
Oh, fucking hell. Yes, Andrew. What are you telling me?
What you saying? I just joined the thing on Twitter. I don't even know what you put in there.
Wait, how did you even get the link?
Someone put it in the Twitter group chat.
Oh, I put it in the wrong chat. Oh, for fuck's sake. I was wondering who that was. What were you saying anyway? What's your thoughts for the Villa game, bro?
I will easy win. Dub 3-0.
3-0. All right, cool. Who's your
Yeah.
front three? Who's your front three?
Can I choose who isn't my front three?
Yeah, choose who isn't your front three. Go on.
No, seriously. It's a good question actually. I don't even know.
Because this is the one game where I think we'd be better off rotating. Brentford and United are tougher teams.
Plus, apparently, we're away to Brentford. I forgot. I didn't
Yeah,
realise.
we're away to Brentford and
I thought we were
United.
home. Then yeah, then probably rotate in this game.
Wait.
Then.
It's gonna be Havertz, Sterling, and Aubameyang, I think.
I wouldn't be
You start
surprised.
Aubameyang again.
Oh yeah. I think Aubameyang should definitely. Wait, did he come off for like the 60-something minute? I don't remember. I think he did.
No,
Oh,
he came
I
off
don't
like
remember.
70 or 70 something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe
Okay,
Aubameyang. Maybe Broja.
Broja's not playing. Like as much as I want him to get more game time, he's not starting. If Aubameyang doesn't start, Havertz is starting up top, and we'll probably play Pulisic in the front three.
I can actually see Broja start tomorrow.
No, I don't think Bro starts tomorrow.
I mean, I just think he will.
Connor over Mace, surely.
Maybe both.
No,
Because
well,
I
Mace
think
apparently
Gallagher
got a
comes
thigh
back in,
injury.
but Mount's not injured.
Apparently, he's got a thigh injury.
No, yeah, there was a little checkup, but apparently he was meant to be back for Villa anyway. Just a bruise, nothing too deep.
But he didn't train yesterday, so you might as well rest him for Brentford.
Yeah, true. Gallagher's young; he can run. Mount
Yeah,
needs to
and
be
they're both
played for
basically
more
the same
important
thing.
games.
So are we thinking Gallagher in the front three or Gallagher in the midfield?
No,
Midfield.
midfield. I think he's gonna play a 4 more than likely. Essentially, the way I see it working out is Caliber right back, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, and Cucurella left. And what Reece was doing on the right side, where Cucurella was basically being the third center back, is going to be switched. Where Cucurella pushes up, and Caliber is playing the third center back. So in that case, I'll play Sterling and Pulisic. Sterling on the right, Pulisic on the left. Like you play your actual wingers if you're going to do that. I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't
Pulisic
try
might
and
start actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't try and play. Play like Gallagher as a wide. I wouldn't do that. Just play me midfield in the midfield 3. Kovacic, Gallagher, and Georgie.
Yeah, that's a strong enough midfield for me. Kai, what were you saying for the Villa game, bro?
I think we're gonna go with a strong team, man. I don't think he's gonna rotate.
Who are we
So,
playing in the
strong
midweek?
11, but then what? You rest of Brentford.
Yeah, I think I think he's gonna look at it game at a game, right? Because we want to keep competing with top 4. And there's a lot of teams who are fighting for the top 4 right now, man. So
Yeah,
I don't
but
think he's
in
gonna
terms
make
of,
like
like the top 4 race.
He rotates a lot, bro.
Rotation. It's the United game that's like the big one in terms of that. Because that's 4th v 5th right now.
yeah, but I don't think he's gonna risk it. I think he's gonna play a strong team. I think Aubameyang has to start, man. I think the fact that he needs to keep like his momentum going. Because strikers, if you keep like fucking with them, you know they lose their. He's having a golden run, so he keep it going, man. I don't see a reason why should he drop him. Because we did rest him. Like he came up on the 65th or 17th
He
minute.
dropped him
so-
before.
The Wolves game. Yeah.
Yeah, even though he was scored.
Yeah,
before.
but that's not being dropped. Like we know Aubameyang
No,
is 33.
that's rested.
So if Havertz starts, I wouldn't be mad.
Also, I'll be real. In the current form we're in, there's no one that's being quote unquote dropped because like dropped implies you're not in good form. Like there's no one that's being dropped. The only person you can maybe argue that might be quote unquote dropped is Chilwell, but that's because Cucurella is just better than him, and is, in my opinion, first choice.
Yeah, but who would you guys want to see
There's
at Villa away, right? Who would you rather see on Villa away against Villa away? I would rather see Aubameyang over the other two.
I wouldn't mind seeing Broja.
I
It's anything
wouldn't
but
mind
Kai.
seeing Broja.
With
I
respect
wouldn't
to
mind
the
seeing
guys,
Broja
sorry.
either.
I say because their
Broja-
centre backs are like they're not the most stable as centre backs Villas.
They have one of the worst center back pairings in the league. Like, what's his
like
name?
they're
The left
not
leg guy?
bad centre
Yeah,
backs. They're
awful.
just I wouldn't say they're bad centre backs. They're just like they have a mistake in them. Like they have a lapse in
Absolutely, yeah,
concentration.
right.
So wouldn't you want Aubameyang to stat pad against them?
Yeah, but I
To
think
keep
you
his
can
numbers
start.
going.
I think you can start him or Broja, like even Havertz. Like I don't rate Havertz, but you could even start him. And I think
You know what I think? I think
Yeah.
if you play, if you play Pulisic and Sterling, I think Havertz will probably be a better fit. That they can play off him, make runs. It's just we just got to rely on his passing to be a lot better. But I wouldn't be mad at that if Havertz started.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to see what implications this Reece James injury is gonna have to us, because that's the only thing that has me worried. Apart from that, I really don't care.
Hasby's playing. That's all it means. It means Hasby's playing for as long as he's out.
But
Yeah.
that's terrible.
If
No,
he
that's
plays
what
Chalobah
I'm right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
but,
I would prefer Chalobah.
There's two people on.
Cut. If he plays Aspie, I'll be worried. If he plays Chalobah, I have a little more faith.
But
I think
Aspie
he's
was
gonna
good in the
play.
last game.
But Aspie's the natural replacement there. Like he's just the natural replacement, regardless of whether he plays a wing back, like a wing back or a right back or whatever. And it's like you and me were saying this earlier on in streams. As soon as an injury happens, like he's playing games. Like,
I know.
he's playing games.
We paid him too much money. You don't pay somebody, what was it, an extra 25K a year for them not to play.
Also,
Like he's not in a John Terry role like people say. Like he's not like Terry at all.
He's the only like proper right back, so to speak, in the squad apart from Reece. Like Loftus-Cheek, we've not seen a right back or right wing back under Potter, as far as I'm aware, since he's come in. And Chalobah's never played there in his career. Like never played.
Daniel, you sent us Piliqueta, not in John Terry's what?
Like you remember John Terry's last year when he was on the bench and he wasn't playing and he wasn't
Even
really
on the
making.
bench. He genuinely wasn't even on the bench. He was on like a reserve.
Yeah. Aspie isn't. He's not. He was never going to do that because you don't offer him more money. You know what I mean, for him to
I
play
see what
play that role. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not playing that role.
Yeah, he probably will be sold or something if it's or contract.
I don't know. The one positive thing is the run of games we have are not the toughest. So like if we could have
But
lost
that doesn't mean anything.
in a much
That
tougher
doesn't mean
period.
anything though.
I was going to say
Yeah.
we're playing so many games in a short period of time. You're going to like Aspie's going to like literally run out of steam within 2 or 3 games.
You know what it is though? It is again. It's depending on how he uses these guys. If Aspie plays as a right back with a winger in front of him, I'm not too mad at that. Right? Is if you try to replace Aspie in the way that Reece was playing as a right wing back to push forward and get back, he just can't do it. He can't do it. Not like even just physically, not even quality wise. Physically, he can't do it. He's gonna mess up. He's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, but
so if
there are
you
not
want
many
to play
players who can
back,
replace Reece, as a right back. Same
No,
quality.
but it's not
Yeah,
replacing
but-
in terms of quality. It's replacing in terms of his role.
not
In
even
terms of-
yeah, exactly. Even the role, he can't do that role. Like he can't get back and forth. He can't. He's first of all, he's barely stopping anybody on the defensive end. Talk less of being a playmaker. So I'd rather just eliminate that role entirely till Reece is back and just play a 4 at the back or play like just switch it. Because when Reece was pushing all the way up and building up play, Cucurella was never doing that. He was back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just flip it. Have Cucurella push up and expand his offensive game, and have Chalobah sit back or Aspie.
Yeah, I would prefer Chalobah. It's just that Aspie. Bro, I'm telling you, I can just see it already. He gets caught wrong-footed, and then now he's trying to chase a dude back, and it's just never gonna work. Like it's just never gonna work. If a person gets behind him, it's done for. Like it's wraps.
Yeah, but
So
that
it's just-
never happened in the Wolves game.
That's because Wolves never had. You know what? You're right.
No,
But you're right. But you know what it was though. But you know what it was though, Lewis.
No, you're
Lewis,
right. But
in the
just,
Wolves
the
game,
problem is.
I think in the
problem
Wolves game
is
we played a
Aston Villa will
midfield
have
4,
the
right?
Players to hurt us.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. Dag, then Daniel.
Yeah, sorry.
I think
No
Aston Villa
worries.
Aston Villa will have more players to hurt us than Wolves would. Like really, their
no,
only
no,
threat
no.
was Diego Costa, and he never really has any
No.
breakthrough
It
pace
wasn't
to hurt
even
him.
Diego Costa. It was
was
Nunes. It was
Traore.
Traore.
They only
Right,
had
but what
two-
I'm saying is,
they had two training
like
pieces.
I'm saying in that role. I'm saying in their striker role, like we don't really have to worry about like a main. Like now we have to worry about a striker because Ollie Watkins
Do we?
loves running off to the side.
But you literally just said their only threat last week was Costa, who was a striker.
No. Right. So what I'm saying now is Aston Villa will have more threat because they do like
Genuinely, I think
their
they do.
position. The position of their attackers, first and foremost, they interchange one too many times for my liking.
Literally,
that's gonna
the
force
biggest
them-
problem with Villa
They-
isn't the biggest issue with Villa is their attack. They create chances
I
and
was
they
going
don't
to
score
say
goals.
they've only got one attacker in form, and it's Leon Bailey, and he's
Right.
their
And I
right
think he's
winger.
only coming back
No.
from
I
injury.
completely listen. I'm not saying. I'm just saying they have more threat than Wolves do. So I feel a little bit more skeptical trusting Aspie. That's it.
Do they?
I
In my
genuinely
opinion,
don't
they
know.
do. I think they
They
do.
seem
Genuinely
very
don't know if they do
similar
that now.
to Wolves. Decent defensively, poor offensively, and
I think what
they make
Villa
chances
has
happen.
is more
Wolf is
dominant,
19th
young.
on the table, Lewis. They're the worst team in the league, bro.
Second.
No, but
where's
I'm
Villa?
saying Aston Villa has, they're not far away from them. But Villa is
But
not
they're not as
because
bad.
they have a bad player. It's because of players. It's because we have a bad manager. But they do have energy in their team, and the energy what beats Aspie. But I don't think we have that much instruction from the manager to actually go for the weaknesses. He's going through the
True.
moment what Tuchel does. Team doesn't want to really play for him anymore. I don't think that's what Aston Villa's problem.
Damn, that was quick as
And
shit.
turned
Though.
on them too.
Do what?
Because he's garbage.
Nah, that was quick.
Because he's garbage. Like he
Quick
did good
what?
in.
Yeah. Villa
Third on
is 16,
Gerrard,
but
I
they do
think.
have a game in hand. They do have a game in hand. So
Yeah,
Oh,
they'll
you-
lose that. They're like they'll lose that.
I don't understand. That was quick. What do you mean, dog? That was quick. What? Quick what?
Like he was only been here for a year.
Yeah, because
Like
he's been
Gerrard has
garbage.
only been there for a year.
Not been
He's-
good
his-
enough. That's why.
There was a point at which his win percentage under them was the same as Gary Neville's when he was at Valencia, and that
Jesus
was
Christ.
that was bad. Bro, I watched
Yeah.
that. That
people were
was
picking
that
him
was
up because
It doesn't
he was
mean
good
that
in the
we need
Scottish
to
league or the
dismiss
Irish league,
the.
whatever
It
it was,
doesn't
man.
mean that we need to dismiss him. I think Villa has a really strong dynamic midfield. We always did.
I think
Yeah.
you'll.
They don't know how to
Plus
use
they're
it properly.
They're playing against us, so they're gonna turn into prime Barcelona, man.
How many-
It's,
You know?
exactly. If we start slow start, they have a dynamic. God forbid we concede a goal on a mistake and stuff.
They
It's
still have
kind of
Coutinho.
like
Oh, he's been
do
shit.
what? Coutinho can
Coutinho.
shoot from the distance, and we have.
Yeah, he's the only.
Yeah, but
and he
he's
always
Kepa.
plays good against us
If
as well.
they're smart, actually, I was wrong. If they have two inform attackers, if they're smart, they don't start him. They start Buendia, but he's 100% starting.
Yeah.
What about Kamara?
He's injured.
It's crazy that Bailey is in Villa, man. You remember he was linked to us heavily, man, because his dad was like
Mhm.
some one of the scouts, and he's
Again, I'm not
Ah,
going to
man.
dismiss any players that
How
we
a career
sign based
dies,
on
you know?
how we play now because the manager is completely wrong.
Yeah, it's a good squad. It's a good squad. Never.
It's a good
Everyone's trying
squad.
to
I'm not
sugarcoat it.
dismissing them. Like
It's
I
just
said,
I think the way
it's a
they're in right
manager.
now should be
Yeah, they-
easily getting a result.
They play in the same way
they're
Chelsea
confident
played
on the
under
floor.
Tuchel before he
Literally,
got fired.
last few months. It's like
Right.
carbon copying, like minus a lot of the quality.
You can
Yeah,
see
right.
there's no what's the name?
Passion.
No players don't perform for them.
Yeah, there's no confidence in the players. They all look like they're just they like not that they can't be bothered, but like they look like they're gonna get beaten before they've even
They're
played.
beaten. Yeah, they literally look beaten. Yeah.
bro. You know what it is? Ever since like for lately when Potter came in, man, I'm actually enjoying Chelsea matches, man. Before I was only watching it because I felt like I had an obligation, man, to watch it.
Yeah. You're not lying
Now
about
it's
that
like-
one, bro.
Now it's like
It's
oh
entertaining, though.
shit, like you're enjoying the
Try to
football,
be the
enjoying
supporters
passing,
for
and,
longer than 10 years.
I've been supportive for almost 20, man.
Nice.
But that's because it's entertaining though, and like that's happening like now because of a mixture of like we're in form, but also we've got that new manager bounce. Like it's going to be interesting to see what that's still the case come like 3 months time.
So you became a
3 months
Chelsea
time.
supporter 2002, guy?
No, 2003.
They're gonna say you joined because of Roman and everything. See,
No.
I don't.
My
I don't-
grandfather,
I don't
my grandfather, he served in World War II. He served in the British military because that at the time it was part of the the Palestine. It was under the British colonization, whatever it was.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So yeah, so he was a huge Chelsea fan. That's how I start liking Chelsea.
Pensioner.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's it.
But that's why when people say, "Oh, like foreigners," they don't know. Like they think everybody just started watching when Roman was there.
I was literally by accident. It was England. It was a friend of mine. He's like, well, "You want to go to the match?" Sure. I went to the match, and that's the only time I've been in Stamford Bridge.
Damn,
98.
you're lucky, son.
Man, the craziest
listen, man.
match I've been to is
Redneck
like
has been
6-0
a
against
fan.
Arsenal.
He's been a fan since the 70s, man. Big up, Redneck.
Not the 70s. Fuck off, man.
My bad. Damn, I thought. My bad.
98, bitch. 98.
Right.
Chelsea's actually good. Chelsea's actually good in the 98. They
Yes,
were better than
they were.
Liverpool, man. They were better than Liverpool at the time. People won't tell you this because apparently we only started after 2003, man. But yeah, we're allowed.
Yeah,
man.
it's not like we won like 3 or 4 trophies in
By the way,
90s.
and I always dismissed the things like what. So what if some Chelsea fans became Chelsea fans when Roman Abramovich came? I never understood that. Why
Hey,
you
that's
cannot be
literally
a fan
me.
because exactly like why
You know what it is though? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because like you want your fan base to grow. Oh, we're the biggest
Exactly.
club in the world with this spend all this money, and then like you dismiss the fan base that has grown because
Yeah.
they become a big club now. Like
You know how they argue it
it's
though.
the
You know how
same
they
thing
argue it. They would say you only came in through the good times. You didn't taste the bad times. Therefore,
that's
you're not a real
that's
fan.
from
You
your
have
own
to
Chelsea
sell
fans.
It is.
That's,
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it is
jealousy.
stupid. It's not your choice when you were born. Exactly. But,
Yeah, it's
but
jealousy.
you know how it is when you're an alcoholic. Man.
Like,
It's
the
not
only
real.
time I agree with them is when they're like, if you're a kid and you're telling me about standards of Chelsea, it's like yeah, shut the fuck up. Like you're 15, you get what do you know? Now that I can understand, but just being a fan or being a foreign fan, it should not be a problem for anybody.
But Daniel, it
Let
could
me-
actually
let me-
it actually changes because there's a 15-year-old kid, a Chelsea fan. He was telling me how good Zola is. I'm like, bro, you weren't even there, bro. Like it can go both ways, man.
look, I can tell you one thing. For example, before when I start like look up for Chelsea, it's not like I could watch the matches every day, every weekend. There's no such a thing to watch the games every weekend. Chelsea, first of all, was not the one that in the conversation to be broadcast on the TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, for example,
yeah.
if you from overseas, you watch the ones that like Man United games,
Yeah.
Liverpool games. There was not shown in Russia Chelsea games like
Chelsea
you know what I'm
games.
saying. So the access to the Chelsea games in the beginning, it was pretty much none. You watching the news pretty much on the newspapers, seeing the watch goal score. It's not like I was like I started follow Chelsea in '98, but it's not like I was a hardcore Chelsea fan for one particular reason because I didn't have
you
access
couldn't.
to watch the
Right.
games. You see what I'm saying?
Proper
So
chill.
when Roman came in, that thing started to go. So a lot of people misunderstand what the actual people think. Like they dismiss completely if you are watched before Roman, like you are a fan before Roman, but you did not have the same access, for example, as the people that go to the matches. You see what I'm saying? But I do respect the older fans that did win to the matches when there was a relegation battle and it was that because of those fans that actually stuck in the 70s and 80s when Chelsea was relegated and stuff like that. Because of them, there's ability for the club to be bought later. You see what I'm saying? If it wasn't for those fans that like when the relegation was in, it wouldn't be Chelsea in 2003. So everything kind of connected to each other. But my point is, there's no such a thing if you're legitimate fan or not legitimate. It's like a freaking kids. You know what I'm saying? If it's like if you have kid or like what I'm saying, like a legitimate kid or not, it's still your freaking kid. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what it is. It's just for me, it was always been an access. For me, it was the hardest thing is to be an access. And when I moved to United States did not show the games. I remember when I first moved over here, there's no way to watch Chelsea. There was in the beginning, they had the package where you can actually choose which game you want to watch. And in the beginning, but
FS1 and FS2. I remember
that was way before that, Daniel. That was before you. Before that, it was actually Satanta Sports.
I remember Satanta too.
Yeah, I remember. Well, that's when the actual Chelsea started to be broadcasting in the United States, Satanta Sports. That's the first time I actually started, and the only way to get it you had to had satellite and you had to had specific package.
Hmm.
So like I paid $150 for almost 17 years a month to watch Chelsea. 170
Jesus
bucks a month.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
Proper chills. Proper chills.
No, for real. Not for real. I mean, I'm getting mad as hell. Peacock is over here finessing the shit out of us right now, bro.
$20
stupid.
$20 a year, Peacock.
Dude, it's so stupid. They
No,
make you pay. They make you pay, but then they don't even show the games.
No. That's not. I'm actually happy for Peacock. As long if they would actually make it better access to it, like
Exactly.
the app is crashing all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
The stuff like this is the problem. Same thing with Paramount to watch Championship League.
Yep.
The thing is about before, for example, to watch when it became like NBC Sports, NBCSN in early 2010, 2012. That's when what became like NBCSN started broadcasting.
Yeah.
And NBCSN is the highest package for any kind of sports because it's a golf channel, it's Tour de France channel. It's not cheap sport. To have
Right.
that thing, you had to have $150 minimum monthly payment to watch. And Chelsea wasn't always playing on it. So the next best thing is you needed to buy a separate package to watch another games. At least now they start showing it on USA Network, which was one of the lowest things, you know. So, but anyway, we'll move on. So,
yeah, this
that's
is all
what-
American talk right now. They don't know nothing about this. They all got Sky Sports. They live.
Yeah. Back to the game, you
Yeah, but you
foreigners.
guys
Yeah.
get 3 p.m. kickoffs.
Let's
Lucky
talk.
bastard.
Yo, I just came. Why are we talking about flipping
just
NBC and
what?
Peacock? I just came in it. Why are we talking about NBC and Peacock, bro? Like, what?
Well,
Sorry, you
listen,
just
big fella.
Bro,
Listen,
why did-
and
I
then
know.
maybe you'll understand.
I was gonna say it, but I'll
Damn,
move.
stop it, man.
Bro, pause, bro. What?
I know. I
Don't
was
say.
gonna
Listen.
it, but
Listen. What
I
did I tell
just
you guys
paused.
about? What did
Jay,
I tell you
you're
guys
always so
about?
sus, Jay. Come
Bugs
on,
on the
bro.
street.
what?
Just roll your window up.
Bro, I just woke up. I don't understand, bro. I'm so tired. What? No,
Don't worry, bro. We're just talking about the Villa game, man. What's your thoughts on the Villa
He
match?
said he's still tired.
I hope he wakes his brain up a bit.
I think we're gonna win tomorrow. But actually, I'll speak later, man. I'm so tired.
Yeah, he is just woken up. Fair enough.
Oh yeah, kids
Isn't
are not
it
allowed
like
to drink
a
coffee, man.
Afternoon
Yeah.
in England.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only
man.
Yeah,
I,
like
I
three-
woke up at
3:41,
5 in the
man.
morning. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I took a nap.
Jay, you'll never be successful, Jay.
Jesus
You'll never be
Christ.
successful, bro.
That's the saddest shit ever, bro.
Well, I went to sleep at 8 o'clock here by accident
Nah, man.
yesterday. 8
Ah,
p.m.
That's
8 a.m.
That's
8
called
p.m.
being
innit? Nah, 8
responsible.
p.m. I went to sleep.
So you
So
went
why
to
are
sleep
you
at
tired
8
now?
p.m. and you woke up at 5 a.m.
You,
And
Yeah.
then he
you had
took a nap.
fucking coma, man. Why did
And then he
if
took
you
a
slept
nap.
at 8 p.m.? Why are you still awake? You just woke up now, man. Takes
No,
you,
I
you
woke up
fucking
at
need
8
17
p.m.
hours of sleep, bro.
No,
You know that's
What are
9
you,
hours,
bro?
right?
A bear, man? Are you hibernating, bro? What the fuck, man?
I woke up
That's
at
how I
8
know you ain't got a job.
woke up at 5 a.m. and then I just went to sleep.
That's
at
how I
like
know, bro.
I had
That's
a
9
whole-
hours, bro.
Jay, you're gonna fail.
No,
bro.
Nine
You're gonna fail in
hours?
life, bro. I don't want to stress you out, but you're gonna
Bro.
fail in life, bro.
Man said you're gonna fail.
This was
I don't want to stress you out, but you're
this
gonna
was a
fail.
one-time thing.
No commitment whatsoever, bro. Bro,
This was a one-time thing. I don't know what happened, man.
if you go to sleep at 8 a.m., bro, that's you fail in life, man. You're not gonna do anything, bro.
No,
The
8
max you'll do
p.m.
is do Subway
Yesterday, I
sandwiches,
went
bro.
to
That's your potential, bro. I'm sorry, man. Unless you change your
I
habits.
went to sleep at 8. I went to sleep at 8 p.m. last night, and I woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning today, and then I had a nap at 1 in the afternoon.
That's 9 hours. Why do you need a nap?
Yeah, why do
No.
you need a nap, bro? You're a chicken, bro. You go sleep with
Bro, I
a
don't
light
know,
and
man.
wake up with a night.
Listen, I'm gonna send you a job application. Don't worry about it. We'll fix that.
No, I got interview tomorrow, bro. It's fine.
Yeah,
You
which
need
job?
that interview.
What are you
need
doing,
that.
Jay?
Best
What are
of
you
luck,
doing?
my guy. Best of
You
luck.
Better
McDonald's.
start sleeping now. You should
Yeah,
rested. Better start
McDonald's.
sleeping now,
hours.
man. Still resting
Wow.
tomorrow, man.
Right. Let's
Applying
do the
from
predicted lineup. Let's do the predicted lineup.
McDonald's.
Is it Jay? You're going to McDonald's, man. That's a bit.
No, what is it called? I'm only 16 in it, so it's probably like some workhouse job or something like that. Anything, yeah, you know what I mean. So I can't really get
Are you
some
saying like you don't know
80K a
what
year
job
job
you're
or whatever.
applying for?
Wait, you're not allowed to work when
And
you're
I've seen
16 in the
workhouse
UK?
in it, something like that. So because people are saying,
No
"Oh,
wonder
it's
your
fun
economy
innit?"
is
It's like
crashing, man. God damn, bro. Well, you
Yeah,
have to be 29 to start working.
Taha is
What?
right. What kind of interviews on Sunday?
That's a bit mad, actually. That is a bit mad.
McDonald's. What other companies interview on Sunday?
Hey man,
16.
hey, or Subway. Let's not
Like, if you're
discriminate,
16,
man.
you
Subway, you know.
get a job.
Yeah,
Right,
big up, bro.
lineup. What are we saying? What formation are we going for?
Bro, you
I
yeah, what?
want to see Mendy back. I want to see Mendy back, man.
What was that?
No,
Mendy.
Mendy won't be playing tomorrow. Mendy won't be playing tomorrow, man. It'll be Kepa. Be Kepa
Why
back.
though?
Mendy, why do you want Mendy back?
Unfortunately,
Because Mendy's
Because
decent. He's not that bad, man.
Let's play
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, 4 cup match.
Yeah, but guys, Mendy won't get picked out by Potter, man. The way he's performing. I'm sorry to say about it, man, but I would love to see Mendy back,
Don't
man, in
change
goal,
what's
but
working.
I don't think he'll be playing.
Don't change what's working.
Right.
My only fear is that maybe he's gonna give Coutinho his form back. Like, I don't want that.
We're not under Tuchel. Don't worry, man.
Right,
This
so
is
we'll do
Potter's
Kepa
blues.
in
This
goal.
is not
What
Tuchel.
formation are we going for?
I think he'll be playing the 3 tomorrow, or the
Yeah,
the
I
or
like
the
I
4.
like that formation right there.
I think he'll be playing the 4-2-3-1 tomorrow, like what he did against Wolverhampton. Lewis.
4-2-3-1.
Yeah, I think he'll be playing that tomorrow.
Everyone thinks 4-2-3-1. Is that gonna be the one we go for, or what's
Not
everyone saying?
particularly, but
I think it's more likely if Reece doesn't.
I think,
What guy?
wait, was that
Was what?
probably gonna change it? He'll probably change it from
I think it's more likely 4-2-3-1 if Reece doesn't play, which he did last time. So
the last game we played.
Yeah, Reece is out though, isn't he? Reece is out. He's out for 2 weeks.
Nah, it's out.
I reckon he'll be back for Man United.
No, I don't think he'll be back at Man United. He won't be playing for Man United.
Wait, what? What?
Oh, fucking hell.
What? Did you not hear the news? He was out for like 6
That's
to
a
8
cap.
weeks.
He might
reported.
be out for
It's a
the
cut
whole
still.
year, bro.
Really? Is it?
He told
Yeah.
Potter that he's alright. He told Potter that he's alright.
Where did you hear
His
that?
mic is.
That's
Yeah,
what.
and
That's
the
what.
press
on
conference-
That's what.
When
That's what he said in the
that
press
come out?
conference.
6
He
to 8
said it in the
weeks.
press conference. He said it in the press conference that Potter that he's feeling all right with his leg. It was only bruised up and that. So Potter might
From
just
what I
leave him
heard,
out.
from what I heard, they have to check through a specialist.
Yeah, he went to see the specialist this morning.
was
At,
mount.
10
That was-
o'clock. He went this 10 o'clock, Lewis. He
You're
went
talking
went to
about
see the specialist at Reece James. Yeah, he went to see him at 10 o'clock this morning, the specialist, and there's nothing. It's just a bruise. He's got a bruise on his leg. It's just swollen. There's nothing broken or nothing. So
Apparently, he's damaged
Yeah.
ligaments. That's what we heard.
well,
Bro,
all
I think
depends
you're
on
talking about
what we
Mason.
hear next.
Come
No,
on.
I'm not talking about
Fucking
Mason
hell,
Mount.
is
I'm talking about
everyone's
Reece
mic
James.
bugging today.
No, not
Right.
you, bro. The
Right,
Dan who said he's
okay,
only got
okay.
a
Everyone
bruise.
stop.
That's
Everyone
Mason
stop.
Mount,
Because this
not
is
the
just a
bruise.
giant
Not
fucking
James.
mess. Back four. Who are we going for the back four?
As
I
being
think-
Koulibaly, Caliber, and Guerrero.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Fucking hell.
I think
Everyone.
I think Thiago Silva will be playing tomorrow. I think Koulibaly and Thiago Silva.
Right, so Koulibaly and
Luka Carello's done. Chilwell's just not it.
Koulibaly and Silva, or
okay, sorry.
Koulibaly and Chalobah.
Koulibaly and Chalobah.
I'd like to see.
You reckon?
I'd like
we
to
got
see
Brentford
Chalobah.
Wednesday. We got Brentford Wednesday still.
Yes, and I think he might. Yeah, you're right there, Dills, and I think he might keep him up
Well, he
for
could play
Brentford's game.
today
He might
and
play
rest
Man
him
United.
Hi,
Brentford.
big up, bless. Oh, he's already gone.
Actually, I think
Brentford not
Silva and Koulibaly still, because we're gonna need Silva for Man United.
We'll go Thiago Silva.
I know
Brentford game
Koulibaly's
in
starting
between now,
regardless.
so
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Koulibaly will
yeah,
start regardless.
that'll probably be
I think.
happening. Right. Midfield. What are we saying for midfield?
Jorginho and Kovacic.
Jovic. Yeah, Jovic.
I'm saying Ruben lost is cheap.
Bro, why do we don't need to change something that's working though.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
think
Ruben has been good.
Surely that means
Dan, your mic is a mess, bruv. I think it might be your
I don't think
sorry,
you
Lou.
need to change
Sorry,
anything,
brother.
honestly.
No
It's
worries.
Well, you said my mic.
No, not your mic.
Wait, Scott, you were saying something, right?
You said Dan.
Yeah, there's another Dan in the stream.
Okay.
Is my mic all right now?
If
Is
it's
it
a
all right
case
now?
of it's not broke, don't fix it, then surely we play a 3 at the back.
I guess.
He's always changing though. He's always changing.
Yeah, but then that literally defeats the point of if it's not broke, don't
No,
fix
I
it.
mean the formation. I mean the midfield.
Yeah, but he
and
changed the players as well. Like he took
And
RMC
players.
out of the AC Milan game when he was in form.
I mean, okay, that's a fact.
RFC is playing this game. He's going to play
Scott,
this game, and he should.
Just don't pay attention. You're gonna be.
Bro,
I know, man.
I like to make sense of situations, you know.
No, Scott. I hear that. You're right. Still, you're right. Yeah, I hear that one still. I mean,
So we're going 3 at the back then.
I've no fucking idea, to be completely honest with you.
I think he's gonna go back 4.
All right, cool. Well, it's 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1.
Let's just go 4-2-3-1 because he's played that before.
Yeah, and it doesn't
let's
matter
go there.
because that formation can be changed, and from 4-3-3 he can change to anything pretty much.
I was gonna say I have no idea whether he's gonna play a single pivot, a double pivot. I couldn't fucking tell you.
He doesn't never play single pivot, so I'm assuming he's gonna play.
He's done it like a couple of times. We have played 4-3-3 before, like a single pivot.
but it's not the same as the.
He did it once with Kovacic, but
Yeah, nobody goes far away from Jorginho, no matter what. So even if it's
okay, well,
that's when we'll put Jorginho to start. And I think Loftus-Cheek and Gallagher, I think both start this
I
game.
think Loftus-Cheek and Gallagher are the ones that are gonna play.
Yeah, thought so.
So you think Kovacic doesn't play?
I think Kovacic is not gonna play.
Nah,
I think one of
Maybe not. Maybe he's rested.
one of Jovic will play. I say I start. I
That's
don't
why
see
we
that
put Jorginho.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see.
and
I'll go Sterling and Pulisic.
Yeah,
Sterling
and Kai Havertz, I think actually.
and Broja.
Nah.
I would like
Broja-
Broja, but I think Kai Havertz.
Ziyech is not
on the right.
playing. Broja's not
Ziyech,
playing.
I don't
Is
want the
this-
guy to be on the team sheet.
Hey, Lewis, Ziyech on the right, Lewis, man.
No, he left the
Yeah,
bruv.
Is
You should
this
have fucking
preferred
left you there
or-
too, bruv.
Lewis, change Sterling to the right mid, the right, then put Pulisic left.
It doesn't
You want
matter.
us? You want Sterling on the right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because if we play on the right, because Pulisic can't play on the right, he's play on the left, only left. Then I think it'd be Aubameyang up front. I think Aubameyang up front.
Sterling plays on the right only with the a proper number 9. He's not gonna play on the right with what's his face.
That's not true.
Ziyech!
Not true. Definitely not true.
When we played Havertz, Pulisic, and Sterling before, he was on the right.
Ziyech up front.
Was it?
Yeah, because
What? He said-
Pulisic was on the left because he was almost
care,
doing the
Dad.
Sterling thing, playing as a left wing back.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
Lewis,
yeah,
put
yeah,
Ziyech
yeah,
up front.
You're right.
You
Oh,
must
sorry.
be crazy, bruv. You do that, you can drop the
What?
super chat for that shit.
Alright,
Right,
I'm
so
going up then.
Oba, Havertz, Broja, what are we saying?
Aubameyang. I think Aubameyang will be up front.
Okay, well,
Nah, I don't think Aubameyang will start.
I don't
He'll
think.
do the
Of
same
course he
like
will.
he done vs the team he played vs AC Milan before the second match. I don't think he will
Wolves.
start. I think Havertz will start striker as well. I just
Ah,
see it.
well,
Yeah, I
that's
just
a
see
shame.
he'll probably start Havertz as well.
All right, cool. We'll put Havertz up top. I think everyone. I think that's a team that we could still get a result with. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, let me
I'm
know
not
what
happy,
you guys say about
but
that lineup in the
I'm
comments.
okay.
Let me know what you're telling me. Yeah, regardless, I still think that team's capable of getting a dominant performance. It's just about where the first goal comes
3-1.
from as soon
What a
as that
header.
happens.
Oh no, that's
And yeah, I think that'll be the way I see it go down.
I
But
would like to see
anything
Sakuraya
else
back.
they wanted to discuss with the Villa game before we wrap up?
I would like to see Sakuraya play, man, but it ain't gonna
He's
happen.
not playing.
Nah,
I
he's
think
not
it'll be a 3-0 win. Be a 3-0 win to us tomorrow. 3-0
fucking
win.
hope so.
What do you lot
Hey,
think
look,
about
yeah,
the
the
all or
Man
nothing
United.
situation?
Yeah, I'll be at the United game.
Yes, I'll be there, man. I know where you stand, yeah. I'll come and see you.
You know where I stand?
Yeah, behind that.
he knows
behind the
where
goal.
you're at right now.
I know where
He
you are.
knows where you're at right now.
Fucking hell, bro. I ain't creepy as shit.
No, I'll come
Lewis
and
got a
see you, man.
stalker. Lewis got a stalker.
I'll come and see you,
Don't
man.
even, bro. Yeah, just give me a bit of warning before you pop up. But yeah, I look forward.
Yeah, I will. I'll Lewis.
Come from
I'll
the
show you,
back
man.
and like, hey, punk.
Yo, don't even fucking try that shit.
Hey, Lewis,
By the way,
hey,
if
Lewis,
anybody
hey,
knows
Lewis.
what actually happened to
Hey, Lewis, what do you think of
Fred
the
Bear?
all or nothing situation?
All or nothing.
Yeah.
Depends on if we get the show or not. I don't
Apparently-
mind, but it depends on if we get the show.
Yeah, I'm not for it still. I don't like
I
it.
don't
Anyway,
mind.
what
Go on.
is anybody knows actually what happened to Strip Bear?
What's his name? Nick Blue is the one who's spreading the news saying that she passed, but I don't know because her account, I think her cousin's taken over, but her cousin didn't really say anything. So I would have thought, like, if you take over someone's account, you would say something like, this person passed away, sadly, and everything. But I don't want to speak on it because I don't know. But I hope she isn't. I hope she hasn't passed. It'd be a real shame if she did. But
I've heard rumors about that.
that's the thing. It shouldn't even be a
fair
rumor
point.
thing. It shouldn't even be like that.
It's sad. That's sad.
Debating whether they've done or not.
It's sad. It's sad for people doing it.
I know she's a
we don't
Russian.
know.
She's a Russian immigrant, but
Is she? I just knew she lived in Scotland. I never
she
knew
lived
that.
in Scotland, but she's a Russian immigrant or something. Her parents are one of the parents. I remember she told me that.
That's mad. Well, I hope she hasn't passed away, but from the sounds of it, she has. We don't know what of, but Nick Blue just put a tweet out earlier today saying that. Apparently, it happened on Monday, but I don't know. Everything's just what I've heard. I haven't heard. I don't know anything to confirm. But yeah, let's hope we win
Anybody?
for her.
Another thing I want to bring by. Anybody heard about what Klopp said on the interview?
Oh
Yeah, I heard
yeah,
about it. I heard
He's
about
a-
it.
He's a gooner at heart.
He's a
bro.
whiny bitch, like who just complains all the time. Like the reason, like he's only saying this because his team aren't top. He's not saying this if his team are top of the league.
I'm talking
He's
about
complaining.
City.
cold.
I'm talking about the
I'll
comments
break
about
that, bro.
City.
Yeah, no, but that's the
it's
point. He's not
cold.
making these
Oh,
comments
a
and moaning.
midfielder. Oh, now we need a midfielder.
Yeah, I was
Same
gonna say
thing
he's
as
not
No,
making.
that's not what I'm talking about, Lewis. It's not about
No,
the
I
midfielder.
mean the comments about like not being close to
Yeah,
City, right?
yeah, and not being able to
And talk
compete. Is
about the
bollocks.
City and not being able to compete.
That's
You not
bollocks.
agree with it?
No, it's bollocks.
I want to ask you lot a question, yeah? Do you lot think we'll get a Brighton player in January?
Probably not.
I don't know. We'll be linked with one. I don't know if we'll get one in January. Like, that's big
Trossard.
speculation. We ain't got a clue.
More interestingly, we can talk about the director of football situation at some other time. Because I think we're probably not going to get one. I think we need
I don't
one.
think we're gonna get one in January.
Why did he bring that Brighton
I think we're
scouting
gonna
team guy
get.
to come
I
in
think
then?
we're gonna get by the summer.
No,
And
because
I
we have a technical director and a new head of scouting or what is he? Head of recruitment.
Head of recruitment.
Yeah, and then you have Potter's guy, like right hand man. They might think that's enough that they want to, because they mentioned a group director instead. Like you know how City, like City Group, so they might think it's redundant to have a technical director of football. You know what I mean? Like
and
group director and have Potter's guy and have the director of recruitment there. It might be overkill.
Yes, I just think if we have ability to get the guy from Liverpool, they used to be, you will create position for him. because
Who,
I think
Edwards?
he's
Edwards.
Same with
I think he's the main reason Liverpool is in the shit.
I think they want him as a group director.
I hope it's true, because no matter what people saying in Liverpool, I think he's the sole reason why Liverpool dropping points. Because if you remember, he's the only one that actually could tell Klopp, no, we're not signing that person, and we need to go for this person. And that's why we end up with the players that not falling in the system, like the striker and that if you look at I think if he was, what year did he left Liverpool?
This summer.
2 or 3
No,
years ago.
Well, Edwards left this summer, I think. Or
Past summer?
Yeah.
Last summer.
Was it last summer? I thought it was this summer.
Yeah.
I thought it was before.
No, because Nunes was their first signing without him, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so listen, if they spent that 100 million on Tchouaméni, not saying they could have gotten him, but let's say they did, that would have made a lot more sense for them. They'll be a lot better right now than trying to get the flashy striker to replace Mane. So I'm glad they're fucking up. They're gonna go back to hell. So it's good.
They do, and they not as prospective club to go for the players if you're not in Championship League. And let's get straight. Tuchel, what's his name? Klopp is not along. Like, I think he'll walk away. He'll not get fired. I think this contract is going to be his last. Maybe he will leave a year early, but I don't think he's the one that Liverpool fans are thinking about that's going to stay long term. But I just thought what people are thinking about that interview and about talking about City.
Yeah, he's just a whiny bitch. Like this idea that City, that no one compete with City is bollocks. Like they literally wasted 85 million on a dude who can't score, can't do shit as striker. Like all he's got is runs, is some decent runs. They spent 85 million on a Uruguay and Werner. Like that's on them. Like you can compete with City if you spend well. United show that just because you spend money. Like, look at what United do. Like they splashed over 150 million on two players that are exactly alike.
No,
Like,
look at what we did.
What
We could have competed with them. A lot of teams could have. We all just fucked up. Like we spent 100 million on Lukaku and
this
bum players, Werner.
So even City does that. Even City does that.
No, but the problem is if you notice, City miss on a lot less players, and when they do miss, it's not a detriment to the team. Like that's the thing, is because their team, the way that their scouting system is one of the best in the world, and the way they've constructed that team is so that if there is a miss,
I remember people saying the same thing about the Liverpool, saying that the Liverpool scouting team is the best. In the world.
No, not the scouting system. It was one dude, like you mentioned, it was Edwards. Like now he's left, they're fucked. And the thing is like, again,
and the reason I've heard the reason he left actually because of Klopp. He started arguing with him.
I also heard he just wants to take a sabbatical as well. Like that was the thing.
Well, usually that's what sabbatical means when you don't get along with somebody.
Yeah, he's just moaning because they didn't get the players that they're in a shit position where they've got no midfielders, they've got centre backs out or whatever, or if they've got players out. Like they're in this position.
Only one midfielder short. I think they actually all three of them short.
Yeah, they need a backup DM for Fabinho because he plays way too many games. They need an improvement on
creative
Henderson.
Midfielder.
And yeah, they probably need someone creative as well, so you can rotate with Thiago. But this is
here's the thing,
they're in this position because of them. He's moaning because he's a bitch. He's moaning literally to bitch.
But you know what the problem is though? Like for club style of football, right? They had Wijnaldum who played every game, almost every game for them, given the energy, all that. They replaced him with
rock
Thiago,
and roll style. You cannot sustain for that long.
But they replaced him with Thiago, who is better technically and all that, but only plays like 20 games a season. No, he barely plays. He's always injured.
Slower too.
But also,
what I'm saying is,
the guy they're now relying on to do the Wijnaldum stuff is Henderson, who's worse technically than Wijnaldum is. So
what I'm trying to say is, I think we're the same boat as we are with that striker. I think if he would have changed the way they play and not go bomb with counterattacks and you know what I'm saying, they have to change a little bit. They have to change a little bit to fulfill the forward situation. better, be more
Yeah,
conservative. Go
but the problem is not even
fine.
scoring goals. Like the problem is the fact that they're like defensively they're
yeah,
just
that's
cash
what I'm
money.
saying. They
Yeah,
get
they're easy
caught
to
Their
in
defend.
midfield as
transition.
well. Their
But,
midfield as well.
the thing
Their
is, right?
midfield
Say
shit.
say with Nunes, that's a bad transfer. That's on you and your scouting system. Don't go and blow 80 million. No one was going like looking at Chelsea when we blew like 90 million on Lukaku, going, "Oh yeah, I feel sorry for them." No, fuck that. We spent like wasted 90 odd million or whatever it was on Lukaku. That's our
take
own
care,
fucking
Dan.
fault, right?
I
No
understand.
one felt sorry for us. I
I don't feel sorry for us
Thanks,
or
ladies.
for them.
Thanks, ladies. Thanks for letting me join, Lewis. Bye, man. I would have talked about all this with you guys, but I've got to go in it. I'll catch you later. Thanks for letting me join, bro. All the best, man. Stay safe, guys. Bye bye. Big up to you, boys.
Bless.
See.
Yo, Lewis.
Anyway, last thing I gotta go to actually. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
no
is-
worries. We'll wrap up in a minute anyway.
I was gonna say is, I think if they will change a little bit playing and don't bomb forward, do not get cut in transition, because they get cut in transition, and that's how they get scored. Because I don't care how good Van Dijk is, any defender gets cut in transition. He's exposed because as big as he is, the only thing he can do run backwards, and he ain't running backwards as fast as you running forward. So it's like when people saying, "Oh, Van Dijk." It's not about Van Dijk. It's about how you leave Van Dijk open to be exposed. Same thing with our players. Some players are good, some players are bad, going back and forwards. That's it. But any defender knows that if you have a player that runs at you with speed, you're gonna be exposed way easier. So
Big facts. Deals, what were you gonna say before we wrap up?
When you doing a show with Matisse?
I don't know, to be fair. We
I'll
do
see
need
you
to get
later,
one talk.
guys.
I haven't done enough content with him. I definitely
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
done enough content. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna wrap up anyway. Big up everyone.
Big
Like,
up, Alex.
subscribe.
Big up.
We'll be back on Sunday for Shameless. And as always, up the Chels. Big up.